Okay, so we have Venom the Duck showcase here. He is already rammed to 6 persistent charges, and let's see what buffs we have on. I think we have Furies, Precisions, and Power Gain. Power Gain, as in it is an Energize. And you really want to have at least one Power Gain buff with Venom the Duck because his buffs doesn't last very long, and to activate them you have to go to a special 3 again. Now we're locking in that Fury, go into the special 3. Special 3 triggers all the buffs already stored in his persistent charges. We have 1 Fury, 2 Precisions, 2 Power Gains, and 2 Regenerations. And yeah, we're doing pretty good bleed damage, 500 per half second per bleed, so 1000 damage per bleed per second. So that's 3000 damage per bleed per second. That is pretty good bleed damage. And again, we rocketed ourselves to another special 3. These energized buffs really get us to another special 3 as quick as possible. Look at the damage, 3800 crits. And look at the bleed, we have 4 bleeds on, 3 bleeds on, 6000 crits. And the buffs have ended, but we are at special 3 again. And here we go for another special 3. Skip that. Ideally, you should parry stun your opponent before throwing that special 3 because yeah, the buffs time, the timer, it's pretty low. Look at that. So I would always suggest you to get at least 1, if possible 2 power gain buffs, because this guy is a special 3 cycle champion in most fights. In the first fight, the very first fight, you should try and bank power gain, a fury, and if possible, depending upon the situation, either precision or regeneration. And in the second fight, you can just parry the opponent and do a heavy attack, and you will stack these twice. So you will have 2 power gains, 2 regenerations or precisions, and 2 furies. That should get you good damage, as well as good damage as well as power gain. So here I think I'm trying to display the regeneration. We're getting hit a lot with this guy, and Rhino doesn't have a lot of attack stat. And not to say, Venom the Duck has 57,000 health points as a rank 1. And if I'm investing the stat tweaker thingy, that mechanic goes into his health. And if I didn't have points in Glass Cannon Mastery, this could easily be 59 to 60,000 health points for a rank 1 7-star. Yeah, so we've beaten ourselves up to 44%. I think I'm aiming for 40 or 30. What is that? 39%. Oh, let's go to 40%. And yeah, look at the region. There's 3 stacks of region there. And we're just standing there trying to display the regeneration. I'm not attacking. I think I was concentrating on the region. Yeah, you don't have to do that. You can start attacking, build a special 3 again, fire the special 3 again, regenerate even more, get the furies, get the precisions, get the power gains, and end the fight as quick as possible. So the problems with this guy is there are many problems with this this champion. The most annoying part is that all of his buffs come at a random order, and it takes a time for each buff to trigger, and if it's not the specific buff that you want, there's a lot of waiting, there's a lot of watching the timer, watching the buff, and sometimes you just try to sacrifice and get the decent buff from them. If you have a regeneration coming, just don't wait for the precisions or furies, just take 1 regen, take 1 fury, and take 1 power gain. So the buffs you bank in the first fight are the most important. Just get one buff, one stack of three separate buffs that you want. Okay, so let's say you get one fury, one power gain, and one regeneration, let's say, in one fight. So you can only bank 3 per fight, and in the next fight you can just parry the opponent and go to a heavy attack or a special attack to bank them. So you have 6 buffs now, 2 stacks of each, and that will give you a lot of power gain and regeneration for sustainability. And furies bring excellent damage as well. Here again we're going for another regeneration showcase, I believe. I recorded this a few days ago. So yeah, Storm Spin, Chain Stunning. How much Chain Stunning Storm has been doing to me in Realm of Legends showcase is really funny. So yeah, going to run the special 3, and let's take a look at the region. All the way from 20%, I believe. We're going. Oh, we have 4 stacks of regeneration. 54 now, 50, 60. So almost from 20% to 60%, 40% maximum health regenerated from a special 3. And again, we're back to another special 3 here when we can regenerate 40% again. Now that's great sustainability. If the nodes demand you bring a champion who gains buffs, and it doesn't necessarily need to have specials that hit pretty hard, then Venom the Duck is a very tanky champion with his perfect blocks, armor ups, regeneration, so much regeneration. So the key to his kit is always the special 3, so try to get at least 1 power gain, 2 preferably in the first fight. Just focus on that in the first fight. Just don't try to finish the fight as quick as possible. The first fight you always want to bag power gains, and furies are pretty strong as well. Another problem with him is that the special 2, if you have built specific buffs, furies, precisions, etc., then it's a good thing to go for special 3 rotations and not go to special 2. The problem is the special 2, let's go special 2 on just these egg thingies at the opponent, and now we have 2 toxic armors, and each increases the opponent's armor. The higher the opponent's armor, the more direct damage Venom the Duck does while hitting the opponent. So this is a great ability to have versus Infinity War Iron Man, against your Sentinels, Omega Sentinel, the other Sentinels. So any champion who has a lot of armor ups, you can do this. Oh, this fight is almost already over. Look at that. Oof. So he does degeneration damage if the opponent is bleed immune, which is excellent. It's a bit applied to it, reduced potency. So here we have another storm fight, but this time we have focused on building fury buffs and precisions, and let's take a look at this damage. 15,000 medium to start with. 2 bleeds sticking for 1,200 each every half second. Oof. 10,000 non-light crits and 15,000 medium crits. Yeah, this is me being a noob and getting hit in the face. That was not intentional, I believe. If you don't know, I'll be watching some series where I do champion testing in Realm of Legends. That is why that happens much more often than not. Okay, look at this. Another one special 3, and Storm is down to 30%. Each buff of the same type gets reduced to potency. So if you have 7 furies, it's almost as equal as, let's say, getting 3 furies of the same potency. but the damage is pretty good. Let's say 15,000 crits. The blades are pretty strong. It's giving pretty good damage. The problem with the special 2 is that it doesn't always place the toxic armor on the opponent. Um, Sometimes it places 2 stacks of them, sometimes 1 stack, sometimes there are when he doesn't place any toxic armors on the opponent at all, which can be very disappointing. Um, so if you're not going for the if the defender doesn't get a lot of uh, armor ups, then I think the better option is good to go build your buffs, bank them, special 3 rotation. So yeah, so if you pull a 7-star Venom the Duck, should you be sad? Absolutely not. This is a very solid champion, and his first fight would be his worst fight, but I think it is much more rewarding to play as than other persistent champions like Noni Star, for example, who I despise that so much. He's not a noodle in his first fight. It's gonna take him a little while to get the buffs banked, and there's no way to switch what buffs you get, which is also a problem, which delays the fight a bit. I wish there was a mechanism to do that. But you can't have it all. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it and catch you next time. Bye.